Why are so many basketball players tearing their Achilles? As a sports medicine doctor, let's take a look. Now, I think this is multifactorial. We've seen a significant uptick in Achilles injuries over the past couple of years, specifically after 2020. Go figure. I think specifically in the NBA, this is a much higher risk. These guys are running thousands of miles in their body every year. They don't get a whole lot of rest. Some guys like Jason Tatum and some of the other superstars, they're actually also playing on the Olympic team and all these other one-off things, so they really don't get a whole lot of time to rest per se. Now you're thinking, well, he's only 25, 26. That's almost like you buying a 2024 Lamborghini and have 300,000 miles on it. Just because it's young or new doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be beat up. Adding insult to injury, I've noticed with the increase in calf injuries, there is a significant translation of energy from the calf to the Achilles, which is where it attaches to the heel. So a lot of the times if these guys are playing through a calf injury, traditionally gastrocnemius, but it can be a soleus, sometimes that will lead to increased risk of Achilles tendinopathy and eventually Achilles tear. Now the Achilles has two different time periods for men that often tear, in their early 20s or in their 50s. You can do it anytime you want, but that's traditionally when it happens the most commonly, especially in sports. Now, if you're coming off of, say, a left knee injury, we'll call it an ACL, what have you been doing for the past year? You're favoring your right side. So now you're expecting the same amount of explosiveness, but you've been using a tendon in your Achilles that is at a much higher risk. And you're trying to baby your bad side and really focus on your good side, but now the good side can't keep up because it's been overworked. The Achilles tendon is a very poor blood supply, and as a result, it really struggles with healing. This right here is one of my favorite things to evaluate an Achilles tendon. This is an ultrasound. I can tell someone within 30 seconds of putting the ultrasound probe on their Achilles tendon if it's beat up, if it's inflamed, how thick it is, if it's a partial tear, within 30 seconds. If you are a high-level athlete, whether you're high school, college, pro athlete, Olympian, and you are worried about your Achilles tendon, go get a musculoskeletal ultrasound. It will save you the time, the risk, the headache to fully tearing that Achilles tendon. And if you have something in there, put in some PRP, put in some stem cell lines, and before you know it, your risk is significantly lower and you can get back to the sport you love without the risk of tearing that Achilles and having to deal with 9 to 12 months of rehab. The best time to fix your Achilles tendon is before it tears. Thank me later.